All right, what's going on, beautiful people? It's the North Shore 9 Postgame Show powered by Primanti Bros. I'm Tyler. With me is Neilsy, babe. Buccos get the first win of the year. Neil, how are we doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm ready to hand out some of the first sandwiches of the 2025 season.
Yes, and you mentioned it right there. Let's make sure we read the bottom of this screen here. Comment, hashtag raise it in the chat. We'll be giving away 4 Primanti Brothers sandwiches tonight. 2 apiece, 2 winners tonight. Make sure we continue to drop that hashtag raise it in the chat here. Pirates win this thing 4-3. It was an adventure and a half. We got through it. First win of the year. First post-game show win of the year. First giveaway of the – well, not first giveaway. I gave away 1 sandwich during a post-game show during spring.
That was for a tie, right?
It was for a tie. And I actually got a text from my dad, mad that he did not win that sandwich. Like, he just can't go to Primanti's with me. Primanti's great partner here. Again, drop a hashtag raise it. Neil, before we get into everything that happened into this game, let's tell you guys about our sponsor. Our sponsor tonight's BetOnline. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for betting on all the badness. Even if your bracket is busted, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with a free Sweat 16 bracket and live betting on every remaining tournament game with the largest selection of odds on everything from college basketball to MLB, NHL, and MMA. BetOnline continues to be your number one betting source. From every Cinderella story to every hat trick, BetOnline has you covered with odds, stats, and more for every game, every play, every win. BetOnline, the game starts here. There was points in this game where I don't know if I would have bet that the Pirates would have won this thing. But hey.
See, and here I am, and this is probably my fault, because around the 8th inning, I'm like, well, this is nice. This is nice and comfortable.
You thought it was comfortable?
I thought it was very comfortable. Yeah, I didn't really fear anything was going to happen, and then the 9th inning happened. But like, this is on me. I apologize. Like that I thought the Pirates would get a comfortable, nice, easy win, and we don't do that around here.
Classic Gen Z. You haven't been through the darkness like the rest of us. Yeah, no, I know you have, Neil.
Been watching since 2004. I have been through the valley of the shadow of death.
I'm looking at my life. I feel like there's none left. All right, Neil. Let's just jump on into this bad boy. And again, make sure we continue to drop a hashtag raise it in the chat here so that we can give you some sandwiches. But this thing started off a little bit boring. Mitch Keller starts on the mound for tonight for the Pirates. Mitch, ditch the cutter. The cutter's gone. I don't believe we saw it whatsoever tonight. Just to confirm it, no, we did not see a single cutter from Mitch Keller tonight. Swing and miss stuff wasn't completely there, but I'm okay with that. But top of the first, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens. Pirates were able to turn 2 there. And it, again, that's like the 2022 Mitch Keller there where he found that sinker. I believe it was 2022, maybe 2021. The years are starting to run together now.
Yeah.
But we saw the weak contact from Mitch Keller there early on in this game. The Marlins were able to get a hit there. Keller able to work a double play. Really just kind of a quiet start there. As I have to hit a few things. Again, we're starting. It's a little bit of spring for me here. Oneil Cruz in the 2nd inning. Walk, steal 2nd. Oneil Cruz. Let's talk about him for a minute.
Yes, let's.
Yesterday. Rough day in center field. Everything he did today was what you want to see from him. He bounced back in a big way.
Oneil Cruz is awesome. And I know you mentioned stealing second. He already has 2 steals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could really tell last year they were really, really trying to make sure he wasn't hurting his ankle. But 2 steals in 2 games, you know, he can and probably will steal 40 at this rate, just by the sheer volume he gets on base because he's looking to get the second every time he's on first. That makes me excited. I was really excited yesterday when they stole 6 bases. I'm really excited that they're still keeping the aggression, and I really liked what I heard on the broadcast is that you know, I think they were saying that Hayes was initiating steals, so they're letting the players get aggressive, and I love everything about that.
Yeah, it was actually the third inning. I think it was third or fourth actually. What was it? Yeah, it was the fourth inning that Oneil Cruz did that. See, my brain's all running together now. But it was actually I believe it was whatever it was. It was the third inning. There was a situation I actually did want to talk about here.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Pham gets on first base, and you talked about the team running. I believe it was a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Brian Reynolds up. Reynolds ends up striking out on a. I do not think he swung on this one at all, but they say he swung on it. My issue with that was, and maybe it's just me being native towards Tommy Pham, but I really wanted to see him run in that situation. Maybe it's being a little bit nitpicky here. 1-2 count there. I really wanted to see Pham run, maybe give Reynolds a fresh start the next inning. All things considered, it didn't matter at the end of the day. Just something to note there in that inning. What I liked about everything there was it followed up the next inning with Oneil Cruz. Walks on 4 pitches, 2 balls to Joey Bart. So 6 balls in a row. I'm thinking, Oneil, we got to go here, babe. We got to run. We get 6 balls in a row. I'm like, okay, Oneil, maybe we don't run here, bud. A pitch gets called off the plate. Oneil runs the next play. Steals second. Ball gets in the center field, gets a third. And then the offense really takes off from there.
Yeah.
Just talk to me a little bit more about the Pirates' aggressiveness.
I mean, like, I think again, it's before the Cruz injury in 23. I can't believe that's 2 years ago. But like, we were causing chaos in the base paths and we were getting runs. We were cheating our way into runs by using speed and taking advantage of the fact that we have guys like Oneil Cruz. And so the fact that we're seeing this now, and like I said, the ball ends up in center field because Liam Hicks chucks it in the center. Like, that is exactly what you need to do, especially when you're a team like that they're not going to hit a whole lot of home runs this year. So like the fact that they're actually using an advantage that they do have, when I think collectively they were kind of scared to death of it after the Oneil Cruz injury 2 years ago, but now they're letting loose. And like, I really hope this sticks around because it's fun to watch. I love small ball, I love home runs, but watching small ball is fun. And so this is great for me. This is the best news probably of all season.
And I mean, in all reality, they do have to play a little bit of small ball here. They have the athletes to do it. They do. So Oneil Cruz, he does end up coming around the score there. And like I said, that starts scoring there for the Buccos. He scores on an Andrew McCutchen double. Again, some really good base running there from Kutch. I'll be honest with you, maybe not the best base running from Joey Bart because the ball bounces off the turf, crushes the second baseman, I believe Lopez, in the face. And Joey Bart just hangs out at third base. He does end up coming around after Andy Rodriguez hits a pop-up that doesn't score on a sacrifice fly. But the aggressive base running comes through today.
Yeah. Like, you were looking at, like, Cruz walks home. Bart should have scored. Like, that's 2 runs there. And then, like, and then you're talking if Endy or Frazier get a hit, then that's a 3rd run. Like, you're basically making your own luck here. You know how, like, yesterday where, like, we were kind of handing runs to them with bad defense and poor fundamentals. We're finally actually using good fundamentals on the base pass to manufacture runs. And, like, again, music to my ears. The Pirates haven't done this in ages.
I mean,
the Pirates used to be like the most boring, stale team in every aspect on offense, and now they're being exciting. That's that even if they're not very good, like at least it's more fun to watch.
I mean, like the Marlins did commit 4 errors tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were terrible. I mean, I have no idea how Joey Bart scores on that sac fly either.
It was such a bad throw from right field. It's not even funny. But
Yeah.
also it was cut.
Yeah,
I have no idea
what Matt Mervis is doing there. Like cutting that off.
Oh, Joey Bart's dead. With
Yeah.
a half decent throw, Joey Bart's dead there.
Mm-hmm. Joey Bart has no business scoring there.
None.
So thank you, Marlins. Like, it's nice being on the other foot for once.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of payback for last night.
Okay, sure. The Marlins are a AAA team, but it's the first one of the season. I'm going to be happy about it. Like,
oh, yeah.
You can't ruin my mojo.
Yeah. And of course, Jim's in here. It was a good throw. It almost rolled to home plate.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully, it probably should have been cut because it was such a weak throw.
No, I'm not complaining, but the Marlins were special out in the defense tonight, and I'm glad we took advantage. And we didn't make any big mistakes. Like after last night, we're making all the idiotic plays. It's nice to be on the other foot.
And then our guy comes back through. Oneil Cruz. I have no idea how he kept this baseball fair. But Oneil Cruz does homer, a 2-run home run on. I don't know how he did it. Last night I tweeted a lot of bad things, but
I did too. My timeline was not good last night.
And Oneil Cruz, a very rough night last night. Comes back today, bounces back. He does things that other people cannot do. And tonight he showed it again. Keeps the ball fair. Just an absolute nuke.
115 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, 115, man.
Well, it's so crazy when you talk about Oneil Cruz because I feel like he'll miss at like the easiest ball you will ever see to hit. And then the home runs he hits are just from pitches he has absolutely no business hitting out of the park. Like he'll hit balls that are like 5 inches above the strike zone out. And tonight, like that should have been a foul ball.
Yeah, I thought it was foul.
He just muscles it over the fence.
Yeah, keeping that ball fair is very difficult. So it was a very impressive piece of hitting. And really, that run is what the Pirates needed.
Yeah, it was the difference maker.
It was. They ended up getting the 4 there. Beyond that, everything kind of slowed down offensively for the Pirates. Really just kind of a quiet night after that. Pitching-wise, Mitch Keller continued to he just induced soft contact all night. Yeah. Didn't get the swings and misses, I think, that we're used to seeing Mitch Keller get, but with where he is, I'm feeling pretty good about Mitch Keller right now. I like where he's at. I like inducing soft contact. I still think the swing and miss stuff's there. We saw the slider and sweeper. Slider was okay, I think. I didn't love it, but sweeper I thought looked nasty tonight.
Honestly, today I really just wanted some quality innings because we burned 5 bullpen arms yesterday. I think we used 5 different arms. In a 4-game series, you really want to limit how much you're really using. Everyone is just 4 games back to back to back. And so I thought Keller was perfect. Like 6 innings, 1-run ball. And I think the days of him being a 200 strikeout pitcher are probably over. I don't think we're probably not going to get that again. But I don't need that for Mitch Keller. Like Jared Jones, Bubba Chandler, Paul Skeens, they can all be your big strikeout guys. But I just need Keller to be this type of pitcher. And if that means 4 strikeouts tonight, that's okay. I'm more than okay with that. He was getting double plays. He was getting soft contact. I thought he was great tonight.
I did too. And I kind of agree with you there. I'm wondering if we're going to see Mitch Keller turn into more of that innings eater type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, inducing that soft contact, maybe not going so much for that 200 strikeout type of guy that we might not see anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But everything I saw tonight from him, of course, it was the Marlins. I know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Don't care. We're giving away sandwiches. Doesn't matter. But I thought he looked really good tonight.
And I mean, he hasn't been thrown to cutter during spring, I don't think either. Like, I don't think the fact that he's abandoned that pitch is good. Because I think he really tanked a lot of starts early on in the year last season because he kept throwing to cutter and it wasn't working. So, I'm glad they made the adjustments, and I'm really glad that he looks like a good, efficient pitcher, and that's really all I want from him. I don't need him to be an ace.
No. No, I'm good with what we get out of him right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything I've seen so far. I liked everything we saw in the spring. Just very happy with Mitch Keller at this point.
Agreed.
Let's just go ahead and keep this thing moving here. In the 7th inning, we saw Caleb Ferguson again, and Ferguson continues to just be good. Like, he's solid.
But it's kind of like Keller. It's not like he did anything. He doesn't do anything like terribly impressive or flashy on the mound, but he's got 2 clean innings this year. That is all. He's been the veteran bullpen guy that he's signed on to be. That's awesome. Right. Like, again, it is the Marlins, but the Marlins, have like 5 AAA batters in their lineup, but like still, it's considering what they've seen from the bullpen so far this year. I like that we have a consistent arm so far.
Yeah. And then we get to everybody's favorite king, Baraki.
Baraki.
Go ahead, Neil. Everybody can poo-poo me because I've turned into a Baraki stan myself here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all kind of ate it. I don't think anyone here at North Shore 9 headquarters was particularly thrilled with Baraki signing, and he was fantastic. Again, same thing with Ferguson. 2 straight clean outings, and he looked way better today than he did last night. Last night was shaky. Today he looked great.
Yeah, but I mean, last night effective enough. Tonight, I would say like good. Maybe not good, but it worked.
Yeah.
So I mean,
listen, nothing flashy. Like, I don't. Was it 2 combined strikeouts over 7 batters? Like, nothing crazy, but they get the job done.
Right.
I mean, meanwhile, our flashy guys are the ones that are struggling to get the outs.
Yeah, and you know what? We got to do it. This part might take a minute, folks. David Bednar.
Yeah.
We're getting to the point where we need to have a serious conversation about David Bednar. Bednar comes in with a 4-1 lead, walks a batter, gives up a home run. We're getting to a point here where David Bednar can't remain in high leverage situations. And I think we're well beyond that point. He can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It can't happen. He can't pitch in these situations anymore. He's cooked.
It's weird because, like, that home run was just Otto Lopez will never hit a baseball like that, thrown like that ever again. But at the same time, you're kind of seeing the same thing with Colin Holderman and you're seeing with Bednar, is that the walks are a major problem.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start doing those leadoff walks and those walks early on, it is going to result in bad things happening in the future. And you see here, like, instead of like a 1-run home run, it's still comfortable. Now it's a 4-3 game. And, again, if the Marlins play regular defense, it's a tie game and we're still watching baseball.
Right.
And so, it's so hard because, like, I do feel for Bednar because, like, the stuff looks good, but it keeps getting hit. And so I really don't know what to make of it.
That's the thing. Like, what's the problem? The stuff looks good.
Yeah.
But he gives up so many barrels.
Yeah.
You can't keep him in an 8th or 9th inning role anymore.
I agree.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
He is going to lose you so many baseball games.
Mm-hmm. And like you have to move him down and just like let him gain some confidence. Because like even though the stuff does look good, like and this is speculation, the body language didn't look great tonight from him either. Like how could it? He's been pitching really badly. I think someone posted a stat saying that like in his last 22 innings, like he's given up 25 runs or something like that. It's been really bad for quite a while now.
Like he's legitimately killing them.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been for a pretty decent period of time now.
Mm-hmm.
Shelton came into the year, said it was going to kind of be a closer by committee. Well, to this point, we've seen Bednar get that opportunity, which, I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Track record-wise, I'm okay giving him an opportunity to bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
2 days in, he's still getting drilled.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And
we can't do it anymore.
But the worst part is that, you can't be giving up nukes to Nick Fortes and Otto Lopez. That's the biggest concern here is that like these guys are barely MLB rosterable players.
Right.
And they are pounding his stuff. Like I don't get it. Like I've watched the Otto Lopez home run 5 times. And I still don't know how he hit that out. And it's a good hit. It's 96. It's got movement. It's up and in, and he turns on it and sends it 400 feet. I don't understand how he did it. But regardless, at the end of the day, results matter, and Bednar can't get results.
And I feel like we've said this so many times. I don't know how he hit that ball or something along those lines. We've said it so many times over the last year and the first 2 games of this year to the point where, man, something's off with you. You're getting barreled way too often. We can't pitch you in high leverage situations because you are going to lose us too many games. He is going to lose them a lot of baseball games if he continues to pitch in this role.
Yeah.
Someone's got to be the adult in the room here.
Mm-hmm. He has to go to the 6th or 7th inning, or just give him some. The crazy thing too is that last year they were trying that. Like they moved him down, they gave him 4 or 5 run cushions, and the same results were happening. So I have no idea what the fix is.
Well, and then I want to shout out Penn real quick here because he mentioned here Bednar is the closer. Get a better catcher. I do want to mention something real quick. I have not been impressed with Joey Bart's framing these first 2 games. He's looked a little rough behind the plate, I feel like. And some people may disagree with me. Also, the numbers might disagree with me. I haven't seen them yet.
No, the numbers agree with you.
Eyeball-wise, he looks rough back there. He's struggling.
It's a good thing Endy has looked pretty darn good playing first base because I just think Endy would be so much better behind the plate. Like
if they flip them, I would feel good.
I would feel good too. And maybe there has to be some reason they're not comfortable with Joey Bart at first base. But I feel like you've already seen in these last 2 games that he's costing people outs. He's cost them runs. And
we saw it yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday, but like
Holderman had a guy struck out, and it was a bad call by the umpire, but like Bart, the frame job was not great on it.
I mean, when you're having trouble receiving the ball, that's a problem, I think. And I think we're at that point where like he wasn't impressive last year. I think there's a reason that Paul Skeens liked having a personal catcher and it wasn't him. So, it's only been 2 games, but I think the numbers haven't been good for Bart anyway last year. And so either he's DHing when Kutch retires or he needs to move off a catcher because I don't think him being the everyday catcher is going to work out very well.
Yeah, and again, like the umpire just needs to make a good call.
100%
call, and it's really isn't an issue, but he doesn't seem, at least eyeball wise, it doesn't seem like he's helping the case too much.
Yeah. And again, like I still like the bat. Like the bat still plays. I mean, he was on base 3 times tonight.
It absolutely plays.
Like he'll strike out a bit, but so you need that bat in the lineup, and you can fit him there. I think catcher is too important on a team that's so dependent on pitching that you need to get this right.
But he hits.
Yes,
so,
he is.
Either way, he is in the lineup. I love Joey Bart.
Yeah.
Love everything he's brought to this team. Just, it's you gotta just. I had to mention it.
No, I think it's entirely fair criticism, and I think his bat profile is better. I think if you swap Bart and Andy, like their bats each profile better at those respective positions. So, like, I think it's a no-brainer. But again, there must be something that they see that they don't think Bart can handle first base.
Yeah,
or they don't think Andy's arm is good enough to handle catcher.
Yeah, I mean, all that's possible. I don't want to complain about him too much because
No,
I still love everything Joey Bart's done. He's been a very, very valuable player. And again, the Pirates won. What are we complaining about here?
Well, if we want to get positive, and I'm sorry if we're going like his numbers don't exactly show it, but and this is 100% like me falling for it again award times like for number 4. But I really like how Brian Hayes has been swinging the bat.
I do too.
I think it looks really good.
I do too.
I think his OPS is only 500, but like I think he's put together some quality at bats these first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he looked good in the spring too. It looks different.
Yeah,
and I can't explain how. I'm no hitting coach. Like I can't explain what he's doing differently, but his swings look much better.
Yeah, I think he's kind of going back to the Brian Hayes we saw beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the guy we hope to see, where we thought Brian Hayes could unlock that power by pulling a baseball. He's kind of getting back to that old approach, which at this point I'm okay with, but also he's healthy right now. Like that's the big thing.
He's healthy and he's hitting the ball. Like Jim says in the comments, like it was he flew out. That would have been a home run in most parks, and he was unlucky to not homer today. And again, like if even the results aren't there, like like I like the process, and if he needs to go back to going opposite field and not pulling the ball as much, that's fine. I just need a hitter. Like I just need a guy, and if I need him to be comfortable at the plate. And I think if this continues and his back holds up, which are big ifs, like don't get me wrong, these are big ifs because they have not been proven yet. Like that's a hitter that you can insert into your lineup and be comfortable about, which this team desperately needs.
Yeah, and also he looks awesome at third base again.
Yes, he does.
Last year we saw a little bit of shakiness, like maybe shakiness is the wrong word. He just didn't look like normal Brian Hayes. He wasn't making the plays that we always saw him made and expected him to make.
Yeah.
There was a play today where it ended up the runner was safe at first, but he charged the ball and he made it look so easy. He looks nimble again. He looks athletic. Everything I've seen from Brian Hayes at this point, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah. He's making the hard looks extremely easy. And that's all I want to see.
Yep. And again, I just want to make sure everyone knows, drop a hashtag, raise it in the chat. You'll be entered into our giveaway for Primanti Bros sandwiches. My favorite is capicola and cheese. Add an egg.
Ooh.
Just had to make sure to add that.
Eggs on sandwiches are always the best. It elevates it by like two points every single time.
Especially when it's a Primanti Bros
sandwich. Oh, 100%.
So, yeah, the Pirates do end up pulling this one out 4-3. Survive the Bednar scare, but they come back with us tomorrow here. What time is tomorrow's game? It's a
4:00 game. 4:10.
We're back to that 4:00 Saturday game.
Yeah, and it's Bailey Falter versus Valente Bellozo, and I'm sure Jim is going to text me how I mispronounced his name in the group chat. But
I kind of like the way I like the way you said it.
All right,
all right. So if you're ready here, Neil. Should we give away some Sammys?
We should give away some Sammys. I'm ready.
I love it. All right. We've got 108 entries so far. Again, make sure we drop that hashtag, raise it. And Denarder's in here saying you nailed the name.
Beautiful. Didn't even have to look it up.
And even Jim's in here saying they don't deserve to have their names pronounced right.
See, everyone's in the good. Everyone's nice and happy when the Pirates win.
We are. All right. Let's get this bad boy rolling. Again, we're going to be giving away 2 sets of sandwiches today. And all right. 111 entries. Again, hashtag raise it, but let's get ready to rock and roll here. And the giveaway is going.
All right, congratulations, Doug.
Oh, that's not real.
Oh, come on. Well, I was close.
Nope, I'm drawing again.
Yeah.
I will give him 2 sandwiches myself, personally. We're not doing that. No.
Do they even have
not on the first giveaway of the year? We're
No.
not doing that.
Do they even have
drawing
Primantis
again.
in New Jersey?
No.
No.
No, we're drawing again. Sorry, Cody. I love you. Thank you for all your help. You're doing great work here. And again, follow Cody on Twitter as well. He does so much good work for us. He's awesome. But we're going to draw again. Sorry, Cody. Love you. Draw again. If it picks him again. All right, Evan, you are our first winner. Evan, make sure
Congrats,
to
Evan.
get a hold of us, either email northshore9@gmail.com, get a hold of us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever works for you. We'll be sure to get those Sammys out to you and maybe take my recommendation. It's cap and cheese with a fried egg. No lettuce or no tomato. I almost said lettuce. Good Lord. I'm so used to saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's get ready to give away our second one here because Cody's doesn't count.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and draw. Drum roll, please. And Miles.
All right, congrats,
Miles is our second winner here. Congratulations, Miles. Again,
right,
go ahead and get a hold of us. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Amazing profile picture up, Miles. A+.
That's solid. That is solid. All right. So congratulations to both of our winners here today. And Cody just apparently did not like the fact that I gave away his 2 sandwiches.
Sorry, Cody.
Yeah, sorry. I can't do that on. The first winner of the year is Cody. Yeah, I can't do that. All right. Neo, let's go ahead and get out of here. The Pirates win this one 4-3. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be with you all year. Hopefully giving away a lot more sandwiches.
Yeah.
So Neo, any last thoughts?
I'm glad to be back. This is fun. I'm glad we got to talk about a win.
Yeah, me too. All right, we're out of here. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucs.